Hi everybody, it's Attorney Brooke Goff. It is December 2nd and it's Connecticut's first big, well, not really big. The meteorologists say it's big, but it's not big snow, right? So I always like to do a segment. I usually type them. The videos are new this year, which have worked out well. To talk to you guys about car accidents, given that it's the snowy season and given that obviously it is an icy type of state, and that's all we get is snow and ice, and we see tons of accidents. This is probably one of my busiest times of year between, depending on weather, November 15th till February 1st is crazed. Okay, so I like to do this, remind you guys of some of the stuff you might not know. These videos are a little similar to my tips too. So we've partnered with Channel 8, WTNH, a local Connecticut station, and we do tips. So they've been airing them every day, but basically what they do is it's 90 seconds, and I'm sharing with you things to remember about, whether it be workers' comp or car accidents or slip and falls or whatever that you may need to know, or somebody you may know may need to know, because, unfortunately, people don't know where to find the information when they need it. All right. Firstly, if you're in a car accident, again, this is the time of year, don't panic. Check to make sure you're not bleeding. There's nothing crazy going on with your health. If you're in some pain, that's, okay. Obviously, I'm talking about like life-threatening injuries. Make sure that, again, there's no blood. It's usually a good indication. You didn't hit your head. You're not confused. Vertigo, nausea, this kind of thing. Vertigo and nausea can be a symptom of a concussion, which is very serious, needs medical attention. If you're okay, at that point, you should call 911. Don't assume the other driver's going to do it. Call 911 if you have any injuries or pain anywhere. I tell people to get checked out regardless, because sometimes people swear, I am good, I am fine, I have no injuries. And what do you think happens 3 days later? They get back or neck pain, and let's say they hire me. And we're talking to the insurance company into the case, and they say, look, guys, Brooke, your client told the police officer they weren't hurt. I'm not telling you don't tell the police officer you're not hurt. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, if you're asked if you're injured, you can tell the officer, if you feel like you are, I'm a little shaken up, I don't know, I'd like to just get checked out. That's what you should say. Get checked out. Don't worry about insurance, guys. If you're not at fault for the accident, the other insurance company is going to they're going to pay your bills as part of settlement. But at the end of the case, right, we are not a no-fault state in Connecticut, which means in New York, for instance, their medical bills get paid by their own insurance. It doesn't matter, and they pay up to $50,000, or you can buy additional coverage. Connecticut, we're not like that. It's every man or woman for themselves here. So what that means is that you need to make sure that you have what's called MedPay on your policy. MEDPAY, MedPay, medical payment coverage. It's very cheap. You can buy it in increments of $1,000. I think some companies do $2,000. $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. Average is $5,000. That's what I'd recommend. It's free medical money if you're in an accident, guys. Your insurance pays it. Your rates don't go up, all that other stuff. And it's very, very good to have. And it's dollar by dollar. Especially if you have Husky or if you have no health insurance, this is a no-brainer. If you have health insurance, great. You're going to be responsible for your deductibles or copays. You'll get reimbursed at the end of the case from the insurance company, all right? But MedPay basically prevents you from having to come out of pocket for the first $5,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever. That's how it works, guys. So get MedPay on your policies. But you should always get checked out. Let the ambulance come and check you out. Honestly, I can't tell you how many clients come in my office and they say, Brooke, look, we didn't get checked out because we don't have insurance, or we didn't get checked out because we don't want the bills, or we don't want this, or we don't want that. That should be the least of your worries. Don't start talking about insurance, start talking about bills. You don't even know if there is any yet, right? So do me a favor. And do yourself a favor, please. If you get in an accident and you're shaken up, whatever the case might be, and you're asked by an officer if you're injured, if you're not, you're not. If you feel fine, you're like, it's a fender bender, that's one thing, of course, report. But if you're shaken up and you don't know, the right answer to a police officer is not, I am perfectly fine, I am not injured. The right answer is, I'm shaken up, I really don't know, I'd like to be seen. That is your right answer. And that will follow you throughout the case, and that will help you. Next, if it's safe, if you don't require the immediate medical attention, you've called 911, right? They're dispatching police, depending on where you are, could take a few minutes. If it's safe to exit the vehicle, exit safely. Unfortunately, this time of year, a lot of accidents happen on the highways. I do not advise under any circumstances you exit that vehicle. What you can do, though, is from your vehicle, you can snap some photos, right? So if you're rear-ended, which a lot of times, accident on highway, they're typically rear-enders, or side impacts, likely the car is parked behind you or in front of you, right? So turn behind you. Clearly your car's not running, you're not moving or anything else. If there's somebody sitting back, great. Snap a picture of the front of the vehicle, right? Or the side or whatever part you can get. Zero in on that license plate. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. If they're in front of you, take the picture of the vehicle in front of you. Zero in on that license plate, right? And don't get out. If the other person gets out, talk to them. Don't be mean. There's no need to be mean, okay? Accidents, collisions happen. No need to be mean, okay? You being mean is only going to give them a reason not to want to help you, a reason to lie, right? Because everybody lies these days with car accidents. You can have a rear ender and they're like, Jane Smith stopped short. Really? Come on. It doesn't mean anything. But the point is, be friendly with them. Just say, you know what? I get it. Police are going to come. They're going to do a report. We'll deal with it. Insurance. Do not trust that the insurance card that they give you is valid. It happens all the time, guys, all right? You may not be able to understand why this happens, but it happens all the time. There are more expired insurance cards in Connecticut, especially New Haven, by the way, than I've ever seen, ever. And it's on the rise. Why? Because people can't afford insurance. Do not accept the insurance card. And guess what? The insurance card, the car might belong to somebody else. They give you an insurance card. You take that. You think, I got them. Then guess what? That person claims their vehicle is stolen and you don't even know who hit you. Get a picture of their driver's license. Always. Trust me. I'll tell you a story in a minute. Get a picture of the license plate of the vehicle. Get a picture of the insurance card. Now you're good. You have your ammunition. You are good. You're going to give that to your lawyer. Your lawyer's going to thank you. And you're going to give that lawyer your pictures too. Those pictures I just told you. Snap a photo of the license plate. I'm going to give you a story. I had a client, we'll call him John. Yeah, his name wasn't John, but we'll call him John. He was in a car accident. This woman, this old lady, she was probably 80, maybe 82. She was driving a Buick and rear-ended him to the point where, it was a good hit. She denied ever hitting him. And to the point where I did a demand, and I got a letter back saying, hey, look, talk to your client. He's lying. There was no accident. I called John. I'm like, John, this is what's happening. He goes, oh no, he goes, and he forgot he had these, thank God he found them. Oh no, I was going through my phone. I actually have pictures. I took a picture of her license. I took a picture of her car, and I took a picture of the license plate, which showed the damage to her vehicle and the license. I submit this to the insurance. What do you think happens? They send me a release in probably 24 hours. Why? Because they were embarrassed because their client lied. Protect yourself from liars, okay? They exist everywhere. People are trying to protect themselves. They're out for themselves. Understand that. Accept it. It is what it is. I see it every single day. When I get them in a deposition, I remind them they're under oath. They change their tune. But it's easy to talk to a phone, like to insurance companies. Or, because cops really don't really spend a lot of time with you at the accident scene, especially if the weather's bad, like probably last night. So get the information so that you can utilize it and get the pictures. Then they can't deny it, right? People know people, guys. They know repair shops. They know all these people. And guess what? These repair shops fix cars. And then they're like, I didn't have an accident. If you don't have pictures, proof, anything else, and they leave the scene, you're screwed. All right? So remember, get those pictures. If you're not hurt on a highway and it happens on a public road, if there's a red light, if you were stopped at a red light or a stop sign, get that sign in the photo. You can exit the car if it's safe and on a regular road, not a busy road, just a regular side road. Exit the car if it's safe. Take pictures of the scene. If there's brake marks, take pictures of those. Get everything in the picture, guys, because those are all used. I can't think of one time where I have not looked at a picture and was like, this is it. We're going to use this. This is great. In a court case, be smart. You need to be smarter than that person that just hit you. Okay, you've got to be smarter or you're going to lose. Be ethical, right? There's no reason not to be ethical in a car accident. Nobody's trying to get one over on anybody, right? But you need to be smart and you need to protect yourself because I can't tell you, I had a woman that woke up 3 days later from a car accident. Oh, I'm feeling really bad. I'm feeling, I'm not great. Okay, go to the doctor. She has a herniated disc and needed surgery. I had another woman that was injured in a car accident as a passenger and no care. She's like, my neck hurts. She's 62. She broke her neck and needed emergency surgery. She could have died. So listen to me when I tell you, get the medical attention you need and be smart. Okay? Do not try to self-diagnose yourself. Now, like I said, there could be a little bump. You have no injuries, then report that to the cop. Be like, look, I'm feeling okay. I don't feel anything that, it was not that hard of an impact. Be done with it. But if you feel a moderate impact and you're shaken up, you need to tell the cop, look, I'm shaken up. I can't make any medical decisions right now. I'd like to be seen. That's it. Let your attorney worry about the medical bills and, any kind of issues later on with your health, okay? Don't just get seen. That's your job. Like I said, take pictures of that license and everything else. And I also talked to you about MedPay. You're going to want to add MedPay to your policy. Everybody that watches this video should call their insurance company and say, look, Allstate, Geico, Nationwide, whoever it might be, Progressive, I want MedPay on my policy. Add $1,000 or $5,000. It's going to help offset your medical costs, and then will allow you to make better decisions that can help you later. Okay, so the police are going to come, and they're going to ask you what happened, right? And I already kind of talked about the injury piece first. Be as specific as possible with a police officer. Now, sometimes, right, you're taken away by ambulance before the police gets there. Sometimes. If that's the case, make sure you follow up with the police after you're discharged from the hospital. Go in, make your statement, because if they don't, they're going to rely on what the other person said to you. And guys, people are liars, right? But if the police officer asks if you have pain, right, and you have anything, even if it's just something, don't be a tough guy. Report it. Just say, I'm a little stiff in my neck or my back, or maybe I'm a little stiff in my arm, or my arm hit this. Just report what happened, because the police officer is not a mind reader. And if you're acting like a tough guy, you're going to regret it later if there's something really wrong with you, right? As I said, if it's a little bump, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you have any pain, tightness, anything like that, report it. This is your time to do it. Don't call the police and change it 3 days later. Do it now. Here's the other thing. If you look at your police report. If you get a police report and there's errors, you don't have that much time to fix it. Get your police report. Go down, spend the $3, or if you have a lawyer, they'll get it for you. And again, guys, make your lawyer get your medical bill. Make your lawyer get your medical records, medical bills, police report. Make your attorney do all that, all right? That's why you have a lawyer if you get one. That's what we do. And next, I just talked to you guys already about the hospital. Don't worry about the bills. Again, please just let your attorney deal with it at the end of the case. It's not going to affect your bottom line in most cases, because there's enough insurance usually to cover. If there's not enough insurance, then we'll get the bills down for you. So a $10,000 bill, they're not getting 10 grand, guys. They're going to get way less than that, but you're going to get way more than that and benefit from having been seen, and it's going to help support your case. You have a duty to report this accident to your car insurance company. Do you understand? I'm going to say it again. You have a duty to report your accident to your car insurance company. You're not hiding anything, guys. You are hiding absolutely nothing. In fact, you're in direct violation of your contract, and they can refuse to cover you. You must report this. They will find out how. Well, your social security number gets updated, right? It's called an ISO system, ISO, right? I believe it's internal claim system or isolated claim system. It's something insurance companies use, all right? And they will know, and they will be very, very upset that you didn't report it. In fact, I have seen where they've tried to deck out of a case where somebody didn't report it. You're not hiding anything, all right? So you're not hiding anything. Any good personal injury attorney that you hire is going to help you with your property damage, guys. Why do I do it? Because I don't want you guys talking to the insurance company beyond you just reporting it to them, okay? So let's talk about property damage for a second. First, if you have no insurance and you're at fault for the accident, you're screwed. If you have insurance and you're at fault for the accident and you have collision, you're fine. If you have insurance, are not at fault for the collision, and the other person has insurance, you're fine too. So that's usually the situation. You both have insurance and there's an accident, right? So a good attorney is going to get quotes from both insurance one and your insurance. And we're going to compare them. And we're going to go with the one that pays you the most, of course. Most people only say, the defendant caused this accident, I want them to pay. Guys, the joke's on you. Why? Because your insurance might have paid you 10, 15% higher. Who cares who pays it? Because let me tell you something. Your insurance company, if they pay it and it's not your fault, gets all their money back from the other insurance called a process called subrogation. They get all of it back. And if they pay $8,000 for your car, Insurance B, the at-fault insurance, writes a nice check to your insurance and pays them back. So who cares? It doesn't go against you. It doesn't go against your rates. It doesn't go against anything. So when I have people say, I'm not putting it through my insurance, it wasn't my fault. Who cares? I'm telling you the joke's on you, okay? And any good attorney is going to tell you that. I do it for my clients because I want it done right, all right? So I do it pro bono. I don't get paid. You get the full check. I don't get paid for that. But basically what we do is, if let's say you have, I'm making this up, Progressive on one side and Allstate on another, right? We get a quote from Progressive, that's their insurance, then we get a quote from Allstate. And if Allstate comes back, even $500 higher, guys, it's $500. Who cares? It doesn't do anything for you. Then your Allstate is going to pay it, and then Allstate's going to get their money back from Progressive. Who cares, right? So joke's on you if you decide to fall for that game. Again, rental, right? So if you have rental under your policy, you're going to get a rental car much quicker from your insurance than theirs because you have it. What will happen is put the rental through your insurance real quick, and all their insurance will then take it over and you won't end up paying anything at the end of the day anyways, okay? So be smart about it, all right? Don't hide anything. Tell them where your car is. You got to report the claim. You have to, guys, under the contract. If you do not, you will be in direct violation of your contract and they can try to deny you, including your property damage, which nobody really wants, right? You pay good money for insurance. This is why you use it. Your insurance is not paying anything. They're going to get all their money back anyway. So what do you care? You shouldn't care. Again, the joke's on you if you do it that way. Don't. Okay, next. Health insurance. If you are in an accident, you must use your health insurance. I repeat, you must. You have a duty to mitigate your damages. If you do not use your health insurance, you could be held on the hook for whatever health insurance would have paid for those bills. Nightmare, right? Nightmare, especially when we're dealing with it 8 months down the road and the insurance company's now like, screw you, we're not gonna cover you. Don't fall for that either, okay? Guys, we all come from this place as children. We're finger pointing all the time, right? Well, it's your fault. This is not about that. This is about mediation compromise, right? You have insurance. You're going to use it. All right. You're going to use it to potentially fix your car. You're going to use it for your rental if you have rental. And if you have MedPay, you're going to use that too. Okay. They're going to get all their money back from the other person anyways. It's all going to work out. Don't do this because at the end of the day, you're going to suffer for it. And any good lawyer is going to tell you that. Lawyers don't do these videos because they don't want you guys to know these things because they're afraid you're not going to hire us. I do that because I know you're going to hire me after seeing this video because you're going to be like, holy crap, I didn't know half the things she just told me. What else don't I know? She's competent. I'm going to hire her. This is why we do them, okay? Next step. All this is done, call me, all right? My office only does personal injury. We do car accidents, slip and falls. We do dog bites. We do workers' compensation. 'Tis the season for all of them, all right? So that's all we do. I don't do criminal. I don't do real estate. I don't do divorce. I'm happy to send you to, colleagues of mine that do that. And they do that very well, but I am not your person for those. I am your personal injury person, all right? So I appreciate you guys all listening. One other thing, if you're hit by a driver that takes off from the scene of the accident, all is not lost. If you're a pedestrian and you're hit by a driver that takes off, all is not lost. There are rules like the household rule, which allows you to collect under an immediate family member if you live in their household. You can collect under your own insurance if somebody leaves the scene of the accident. It's called something you pay for in Connecticut. So all is not lost. And it's your fault if you assume you know the law better than people like myself that are trained and do it every single day. Like literally, guys, 130 hours a week, okay? So trust me when I tell you, it's the real deal. This is what I do. I'm casual today because I had to under protest, snow blow my driveway. It was absolutely horrendous, right? Absolutely horrendous. But then I said, well, don't have to be in court today. It's my first day in a few days. I'm going casual. So my office, this is what we do. Okay. We are all over Connecticut. We have super fun billboards. I have fun with it. Why? Because the days of the tight attorney that's I'm better than you, let me help you is over. All right. We don't have to be like that. This should be you should come in, we should be friends. It should be a hands length, an arm's length transaction. We should shake hands. And then you should want to, how you should want to do is you should want to talk about me to your friends. Oh, you had an accident? I have this friend. It's awesome. That's what I go for. You don't get that from being a stuffy suit that nobody gets to meet. You're just on commercials all day. You get that from being with your clients. I met with a client this morning. My clients will tell you, most of my clients have met me in person. They know I'm real. They know I exist. They know I'm just not a talking head that's paid as from a sponsorship from another firm. This is what I do. I love what I do, and I love meeting with you guys. And I love educating you guys because like I said, a lot of attorneys get mad at these videos. I get hate mail from attorneys at times. And I'm telling you, I try to explain to them they don't understand because they don't understand technology, is that this is where it's going. You want clients to hire you because they want you, not because they need you. Because when they need you, when they need you, you better educate them. And people don't because they want you to not know as much as they know. And this is where this weird personality clashes come in between clients and attorneys. We're not like that. I'm real. This is who I am. This is what I do all day long. So again, you have a car accident, slip and fall, workers' comp case, I don't care. Call me, text me, email me, what have you. And when I say I don't care, it's not that I don't care you have the case. I heard that after the fact. What I mean is I don't care how you reach out to me, but you should. You can reach us at 203-399-0000, extension 1. You can email us at Brooke, BROOKE, @golflawgroup.net, GOFF. you can see one of our fun billboards around Connecticut, and that'll give you our numbers. On the Berlin Turnpike, Route 9, that big board, as you're coming into Hartford, that's a really fun one. We did some designing with that, and there's some lights on that one. What else? You can Facebook us. Here we are. You should add us. You should follow us. That is a very, very good tip because I'm always putting up videos and you can learn from them. I'll be doing a lot of them given that it is the season. You can listen to us on 104.1. I'm on tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Again, radio 104.1. That's a fun thing too. And you can catch us now on WTNH. We've partnered with them. This has been a fantastic partnership so far. And you can see my tips. They're aired every weekend. They're aired most days too. I had one air on Thanksgiving apparently, and most of you that don't usually get to see them got to see them. Okay, so that's it, guys, all right? So I'm going to stop mumbling along and rambling. I hope you get the point of what I'm trying to do here, trying to educate you guys and trying to make it so that you guys make the decisions early in a car accident, for this video, car accident case, that's going to affect you down the road. Again, we only get paid if we get you a settlement. There's no risk to you, and our consultation's free. Call us. All right, you have nothing to lose. If you already have an attorney and you're unhappy with them, call us. There's no fee to change attorneys if that's what you decide to do. You still pay the same fee. It's not like you pay 2 attorneys' fees. So if you're unhappy with your lawyer, you think they're not doing anything, I'm happy to give you a consultation. All right? Again, 203-399-0000. Enjoy the snow out there. Drive safely on your way home. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.